Hello, good afternoon one and all. Today we will going to discuss about maximum power transfer theorem. The statement of the maximum power transfer theorem is that the power transferred by a source to the load resistance in a network is the maximum when the load resistance is equal to the internal resistance of the source. The power transferred by the source, for this example, here is the EMF, there is a total EMF E should be provided while the internal resistance R. The maximum power is delivered to the load side if the load resistance which is equal to the internal resistance of the source R. Then we have seen the proof of the maximum power transfer theorem. Consider a network with a source of the EMF E and the internal resistance R are connected to the load resistance RL. Then the current I in the circuit should be given. This is the total current I, which is equal to E upon RL plus R. And the maximum power is delivered if the value of the R should be equal to RL. The power is delivered to the load resistance RL if the PL, which is equal to I square into RL, or PL, which is equal to I is nothing but E square E upon RL plus R bracket raised to square into RL. This from equation number 1, there is a power delivered to the load which is equal to E square upon RL plus R bracket raised to square into RL. This is the equation number 2. Then from equation number 1 and from equation number 2, we have draw the figure or graphical representation. It will be shows that here where the current is flowing through the circuit, there is a resistance, internal resistance RL with respect to the power. Once initially the current flowing through the resistance goes on the increases, then power is also goes on the increases. The value of the resistance should be same. Once the your load resistance which is equal to the internal resistance R should be matched, then maximum power here is from maximum power is delivered to the load. Means here is the PL max, means maximum power is delivered. Still your current flowing through the resistance, internal resistance should be goes on the increases, then the power should be goes on the decreases. Means here probability density function should be followed by maximum power transfer theorem. The variation of the PL and RL is as shown in figure here. The PL is the found to be maximum for particular value of the load resistance RL when your maximum power PL, when derivative of the PL upon derivative of the RL which is equal to 0. Hence there is no variation of the PL with RL at PL maximum. Hence you want to take the derivative, that is the PL, and PL which is equal to E square RL upon RL plus R bracket raised to square, this equation number 2, and this value is a substitute here and to take the derivative with respect to the RL, that is d upon drl into E square RL upon RL plus R bracket raised to square, which is equal to 0. Therefore d of drl which is equal to E square RL into RL plus R square, this move from denominator to numerator, hence its power should be negative. Therefore E square RL into RL plus R bracket raised to minus 2, which is equal to 0. Then differentiating with respect to the RL, the equation should be converted E square into RL into minus 2 into RL plus R raised to minus 2, means here minus 2 into minus 1, there is a minus 3 plus RL plus R square into raised to minus 2, which is equal to 0. Means this equation is coming in this way, the minus 2 RL upon RL plus R bracket raised to cube plus 1 upon RL plus R square, which is equal to 0. Means this equation is again we have modified, means the parameter of minus 2 RL upon RL plus R bracket raised to cube, it is moved from LHS to the RHS side, and the equation become 2 RL upon RL plus R raised to 3, which is equal to 1 upon RL plus R bracket raised to square. Then we modify this equation such a way that there is a RL plus R raised to 3 upon RL plus R raised to 2, means this equation become again 2RL upon RL plus R, which is equal to 1, means this 3 and 2 gets cancelled. If it will be divided, then it come RL plus R. Therefore 2RL, which is equal to this RL plus R, we move from this denominator to the RHS side, and the equation become 2RL, which is equal to RL plus R, or RL here 2RL minus RL, which is equal to RL, which is equal to R. Means we have to be here verify that the power delivered to the load resistance is a maximum when the load resistance is equal to the internal resistance. We have verified and proved it. See, the next case we observe that to show the maximum power transfer efficiency, if the circuit is a give the efficiency of the 50%, then the power across the load PL, which is equal to I square RL, which is equal to E square into RL plus R square into RL. This is the equation number 1. And from the maximum power transfer theorem, when your load resistance, which is equal to the internal resistance, both are equal, then and then only the maximum power is delivered to the load. And putting this condition in the equation number 1, therefore RL, which is equal to R, means RL which is equal to R, or R which is equal to RL, we have to be substitute in the equation number 1. Then this equation is modified. The PL max, which is equal to E square upon 2RL bracket raised to square into RL, which is equal to PL max, which is equal to E square upon 4RL. 4RL, because this RL square and RL gets cancelled and there is only one RL term should be remains here. Therefore your maximum power, which is equal to E square upon 4RL. This is the equation number 2 if the efficiency of the circuit is the 50%. Then the power is taken from the voltage source or power generated by the source, which is given P, which is equal to I square into RL. Therefore P, which is equal to I square into RL plus R, and I should be given here, I should be given there E square upon RL plus R bracket raised to square E, which is equal to E upon RL plus RL, because these two resistance are connected in a series fashion. Therefore P, which is equal to E square upon RL plus R bracket raised to square into RL plus R, then again this term gets cancelled out here, and the power which is equal to E square upon RL plus R. And according to the maximum power transfer theorem, the RL which is equal to R, therefore the power should be calculated P, which is equal to E square upon 2RL. This is the equation number 3. Then we have to be dividing the equation number 2 to the equation number 3. Then the PL max upon P, and PL max equation is given E square upon 4RL upon E square upon 2RL. Therefore the equation is formed PL max upon P, which is equal to E square upon 4RL into 2RL upon E square, which is equal to this E square gets cancelled, RL, this term is again cancelled, and here this 2 upon 4, which is equal to 1 upon 2. Therefore your PL max, which is equal to P upon 2. Then thus the maximum power, what this equation will be indicated, the maximum power delivered to the load is only half the power generated by the source, and maximum power transfer efficiency is 50%. Then remaining 50% power is lost across the internal resistance of the source. Internal resistance of the source. In this way we have proved that to show the maximum power transfer efficiency of the circuit is 50%. Then we move towards the next theorem, which is called as the superposition theorem. Then in case of the superposition theorem, generally more than the two voltage sources is given, and to find out the current flowing to the respective or particular resistance, then it is more complicated for the ordinary method. Hence with the help of the superposition theorem, it will be diluted and easy to solve to find out the current flowing through the respective resistance. Then whatever the statement should be given here in case of the superposition theorem, in a linear network having the number of the voltage or current source and its resistance, the current through any branch of the network is algebraic sum of the current due to the each of the sources when acting independently. Then we have proved that suppose this circuit is a given, and this circuit we have analysis using the mesh current analysis. Consider the network is shown here. Here is the voltage source E1 and voltage source E2, and due to the voltage source E1 the current is flowing through the circuit is I1. Then for this E2, due to the E2 the current flowing through the circuit is the I2, and the total current I is flowing through the resistance R3 which is equal to I1 plus I2. Means here the total current I is flowing through the circuit, that is the combination of the I1 coming from E1 and I2 is coming from the E2. Let the internal resistance R of this cells should be negligible. That will be considered for previous theorem, that is the maximum power transfer theorem. Then the procedure about that, if this case the more than one voltage source should be given, at a time there is used only one voltage source, either E1 should be considered or E2 should be considered, and in the remaining cases you have to be considered the E1, then you remove the E2, and again here is the condition, if the another voltage source is given, then it is acting as the short circuit. If it is current source is given, then it is acting as the open circuit. Then internal resistance should be negligible. This condition in case of the superposition theorem. Then the cell E2 is removed and the terminal are the short as shown in figure, and due to the I2 the current is flowing through the circuit is the I2 dash, and the current is for this case now currents are in the branches. Here is the I1 dash, here is the I2 dash, and the total current is the I dash. Means in the main circuit the I1 is the current is flowing through the E1, I2 is the current flowing through the E2, and the total current is flowing through the circuit is the I. If the in case first case we have to be removed this E2 acting as the short circuit, hence we considered that I2 is flowing through this circuit, that is the I2 dash, here is the I1 dash, and total current is the I dash. Then this is the first step. Then E1 is removed. In the next case the E1 is removed and E2 will be present, and due to that the current is flowing through the circuit is the I1 double dash, I2 double dash, and I double dash. According to the superposition theorem, the total current I1 which is equal to I1 dash plus I1 double dash, total current I2 should be indicated by I2 dash plus I2 double dash, and the total current flowing through the R3 is the I which is equal to I dash plus I2 dash, therefore I which is equal to I1 plus I2. Then we move towards the verification of the superposition theorem. In the verification of the superposition theorem, whatever the major circuit should be given here, that is the E1 is the present, E2 is also present, and due to that E1 and E2 the current flowing through the circuit is I1, I2, and I1 and I2 both are meeting at this node, and the total current is flowing through the circuit is I1 plus I2 which is flowing through the R3 which is I. Therefore consider the network, we have applied the Kirchhoff's voltage to loop 1. In the loop 1 there is a E1 which is equal to I1 R1 plus here is R3 I1 plus I2. Therefore the equation begins here, I1 R1 plus I1 R3 plus I2 R3 which is equal to E1. Therefore I1 R1 plus I of R3 which is equal to E1, because I which is equal to I1 plus I2. Means from this equation I1 R1 plus I1 and I2 R3 will be taken as a common, and I1 plus I2, this is the I1 plus I2 is nothing but this total current I. Therefore I1 R1 plus I R3 which is equal to E1. Then I1 should be calculated, therefore here I1 is calculated, then E1 minus here I1 which is equal to I minus I2, this equation should be given I minus I2. Therefore I1 which is equal to E1 minus I2 R3 upon R1 plus R3. In this way we have calculated this equation. This is the equation number 1. Then consider the loop second. In the loop second there is a I2 R2. This is the I2 R2 plus R3 I2 plus I1. Instead of the I1 here, I2 plus I1. Then again the same procedure, I2 R2 plus I of R3, because I1 plus I2 which is equal to I and E2. Therefore I2 R2 plus I1 R3 plus I2 R3 which is equal to E2. And from that equation we have calculated the value of I2 which is equal to E2 minus I1 R3 upon R2 plus R3. This is the equation number 2. Then thus I which is equal to I1 plus I2. Therefore I which is equal to I1 which is equal to E1 minus I2 R3 upon R1 plus R3 plus I2 which is equal to E2 minus I1 R3 upon R2 plus R3. Means according to the Kirchhoff's current law, the incoming current which is equal to outgoing current, and both are the incoming current and this is the outgoing current, hence the I which is equal to I1 plus I2. This is the equation number 3. Consider the circuit as shown in figure. Here E2 is removed. In first case the E2 is removed. Whatever the total current we have calculated, and to form the equation I which is equal to E1 minus I2 R3 upon R1 plus R3 plus E2 minus I1 R3 upon R2 plus R3. This equation, then this is the according to the Kirchhoff's voltage law and Kirchhoff's current law, we have to find out this equation, and we prove that after removing the one by one, means at a time there is only one voltage source is available. With the help of to calculated the I1 and I2 and to substitute that equation and to prove that the both equation should be same. Consider the circuit is as shown. In the next case what we do, E2 should be removed, which is acting as the short circuit because of the voltage source, and applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law to the loop 1 in the loop 1. Hence after applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law in the loop 1, therefore I1 R1 plus here I dash R3 which is equal to E1, I dash which is equal to again I1 dash plus I2 dash. Okay, then we substitute this equation here. Then I1 R1, here is the I1 R1 plus I1 dash I which is equal to I dash which is equal to I1 dash plus I2 dash. Here is the I1 dash R1 plus I1 dash R3 plus I2 dash R3 which is equal to E1. Therefore here the I1 dash is the I1 dash, here is the I2 dash and here is the I1 dash. Here is the I1 dash is a common, taken as a common, therefore I1 dash inside the bracket R1 plus R3 plus I2 dash R3 which is equal to E1. Then we calculated the value of the I1 dash, therefore I1 dash which is equal to E1 minus I2 dash R3 upon R1 plus R3. This is the equation number 4. Then similarly for the loop second. In the loop second there is a I2 dash. This is the I2 dash R2 plus here I dash R3 which is equal to 0. But I dash which is equal to I1 dash I2 dash. Therefore I2 dash R2 plus I1 dash R3 plus I2 dash R3 which is equal to 0. Therefore I2 dash is taken as a common, therefore R2 plus R3. Then we calculated the value of the I2 dash, therefore this R2 plus R3 plus I2 dash R3, this parameter is moved from LHS to the RHS side. If it is moved from LHS to RHS side, it is sign is changes from plus to minus. Therefore I2 dash which is equal to minus I1 dash R3, here basically I2 dash R3 here is the I1 dash R3, sorry, I1 dash R3 upon R2 plus R3. This is the equation I2 dash. Means here is to calculated the I1 dash and I2 dash. Means I dash is we have calculated, that is the I1 dash plus I2 dash. Therefore I dash, which is equal to I1 dash plus I2 dash, means from this equation we substitute the value of I1 dash and I2 dash. Therefore I1 dash is E1 minus I2 dash R3 upon R1 plus R3 minus I1 dash R3 upon R2 plus R3. This is the equation number 6. Similarly, what we do in the first case, E2 is a removed. For this case, the E1 is a removed. Consider E1 is a removed and the terminal is the short circuited. Then for loop, the I1 double dash R1 plus I double dash R3, which is equal to 0. Then for this case, as I double dash, which is equal to I1 double dash plus I2 double dash, we have calculated the value of similarly I1 double dash, which is equal to minus I2 double dash R3 upon R1 plus R3. This is the equation number 7. For the loop second, for here in the loop second, for this case, for the loop second, what we do in case of the loop second, I2 double dash R2 upon I1 double dash R3, which is equal to E2. Means from this equation there is I2 double dash R2 plus I double dash R3, which is equal to I2. Then here I double dash, which is equal to I1 double dash plus I2 double dash. Therefore the equation is I2 double dash R2 plus I1 double dash R3 plus I2 double dash R3, which is equal to E2. Therefore here the I2 double dash is the common, that's why the I2 double dash is taken as a common, and R2 plus R3 plus I1 double dash R3, which is equal to E2. Therefore I2 double dash, which is equal to E2 minus this term I1 double dash R3 upon R2 plus R3. This is the equation number 8. Therefore I double dash, which is equal to I1 double dash plus I2 double dash, which is equal to, we substitute the equation 7 and 8 in this equation. Therefore minus I2 double dash R3 upon R1 plus R3 plus E2 minus I1 double dash R3 upon R2 plus R3. This is the equation number 9. Then adding the equation number 6 and 9. Therefore I double dash plus I2 double dash, which is equal to, we have substitute in this equation, and to form it 1 upon R1 plus R3 E1 minus R3 I2 dash plus I2 double dash bracket complete plus 1 upon R2 plus R3 E2 minus R3 I1 double dash plus I1 double dash. This is the equation number 10. Then comparing the equation number 3 and 10. See, this is the equation number 3. We move in here the equation number 3, that is the I, which is equal to E1 minus I2 R3 upon R1 plus R3 plus E2 minus I1 R3 upon R2 R3. The same equation should be formed while solve this equation here finally, that is the comparing the equation 3 and 10 I double 1 upon R3. Again we have to be multiply this, some term should be get cancelled out here, and comparing I1, which is equal to I1 dash plus I1 double dash I2 dash I2, which is equal to I2 dash plus I2 double dash. Hence I, which is equal to I dash plus I double dash. Hence we prove the superposition theorem here. I hope that all of you understand the concept behind it, the network theorem, starting from the Thevenin's theorem. In my previous video we understand the Thevenin's theorem and its proof. Then from this video the maximum power transfer theorem and superposition theorem with its proof. I hope that all of you would like to this video. If any suggestions, any queries, please you write now on my comment page. Thank you.